What Really Happened to James Darren, star in The Time Tunnel. James Darren was born James William Ercolani on June 8, 1936, in Philadelphia, of Italian descent. In this guy's story, known for his religious entanglement, his first marriage was forbidden by the bride's family. In 1955, Darren married Gloria Terlitsky, his sweetheart since 1953. Her father opposed their marriage because Terlitsky was Jewish while Darren was Catholic. Darren and Terlitsky had son James Jr. and divorced in 1958. Jimmy was adopted by Gloria's third husband and is now known as journalist and TV commentator Jim Morit. 2 years after the divorce, Darren married Evie Norland, Miss Denmark 1958. They had 2 sons, Christian and Anthony. James William Ercolani, known by his stage name James Darren, is an American television and film actor, television director, and singer. He wanted to be an actor and studied in New York City with Stella Adler for a number of years. He would also occasionally sing, although he later said, "I wasn't really a singer. I was a kid in Philly whose dad would take him to bars and nightclubs and I would get up and sing 2 songs." His experience was truly an interesting story. It is recounted as follows: Columbia signed Darren to a long-term contract in July 1956. A few weeks later he was filming his first film, Rumble on the Docks, a low-budget B-movie produced by Sam Katzman, where Darren played the lead. Darren's appearance was well received and he got a lot of fan mail, second at the studio only to Kim Novak. The next he guest starred on an episode of TV's The Web. Then Columbia gave him a support role in A Picture, the comedy Operation Mad Ball, starring Jack Lemmon. He had support roles in 2 films directed by Phil Carlson, The Brothers Rico, a film noir, playing the brother of Richard Conte, and Gunman's Walk, a western with Van Heflin and Tab Hunter. In between, he was second billed in another movie for Katzman, The Tijuana Story, although his role was relatively small. Darren was third billed in the surf film, Gidget, starring Sandra Dee and Cliff Robertson, playing Moondoggie. The film was a hit with teen audiences and so was the song. Darren wound up recording a string of pop hits for Colpix Records, the biggest of which was Goodbye Cruel World. It sold over 1 million copies and was awarded a gold disc. Another sizable hit was Her Royal Majesty. He is also featured in one of the Scopatone series of pop music video jukebox films. Twice, in 1959 and 1961, Darren played teen idols on episodes of The Donna Reed Show. He did an episode of The Lineup. Once again Darren was third billed in a series of films for Columbia. The Gene Krupa Story, a biopic with Sal Mineo. All the Young Men, a Korean War movie with Alan Ladd and Sidney Poitier. He had a cameo as himself in a teen film, Because They're Young, singing the title track. He had a supporting role in the World War II film The Guns of Navarone, a huge hit at the box office. However, Darren later said, "The people handling my career at that point didn't really take advantage of it." Also popular was Gidget Goes Hawaiian, where Darren reprised his role as Moondoggie. He had a new Gidget and was given top billing. Darren had a good support role in a melodrama, Diamond Head with Charlton Heston. He played Moondoggie a third time in Gidget Goes to Rome, which he later said he hated. "I didn't want to do it. I thought that I'd be doing those for the rest of my life." He sang the title track for Under the Yum Yum Tree. In 1963 Darren signed a 7-picture deal with Universal, starting with The Lively Set. That teamed him with Pamela Tiffin, who was also in For Those Who Think Young, a teen film Darren made for United Artists. From 1966 to 1967 Darren guest starred on an episode of Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea as an android Omar, that was produced by Irwin Allen. Allen then cast Darren in the lead of a series, as an impulsive scientist and adventurer Tony Newman on the science fiction series, The Time Tunnel. When the series ended, Allen shot a brief pilot for a new series starring Darren, the man from the 25th century, but it was not picked up. Darren then went to Europe to make Venus in Furs for Jess Franco, then was reunited with Allen in City Beneath the Sea in 1971. In the 1970s, Darren performed regularly in nightclubs. He focused on guest starring on TV series, such as Love, American Style, SWAT, Police Woman, Black Sheep Squadron, The Feather and Father Gang, Charlie's Angels, The Love Boat, and Fantasy Island. He directed some episodes and launched a career as a director, notably of action-based series, including Hunter, The A-Team, Silk Stockings, Renegade, and Nowhere Man, as well as dramas such as Beverly Hills, 90210, and Melrose Place. In 1998, he achieved renewed popularity as a singer through his appearances on Star Trek: Deep Space Nine in the role of the holographic crooner and advisor Vic Fontaine. His role in Deep Space Nine inspired his return to singing. In 1999, many of his vocal performances on the show were re-recorded for the album This One's from the Heart. The album shows Darren, a close friend of Frank Sinatra, comfortably singing in the Sinatra style. The 2001 follow-up Because of You showed similar inspiration from Tony Bennett. Later appearances include Random Acts 2001 and Lucky in 2017. James Darren has a very good quote: "Every career has its hills and valleys," Darren said in 1983. "The most important thing is that you are happy with yourself. Not anybody's career. No one that I know of has always been climbing. It always levels out and you want to make sure you have good investments and financial security and bread on the table. If projects aren't coming to you, then you seek them out and you try to develop and put projects together." It's the story of James Darren. It really impressed me. How about you? Comment below for the discussion. Thanks for your presence.